3, 2, 1, 0. Let's start the party.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Hey, lovelies, we're back again. I've just done a really quick stream reset to see if this works okay. I'm going to play you up a tune while I get everything working in the studio again. Sorry about that. We're going to go for an easy listen of the Michael Jackson. Enjoy while I sort this out.
Number one means you're always on top. Your number one radio.
Listen now to me. If you want to be with the right religion, enlightened and so free, Iraq there for a start. Being Christian isn't smart. They may burn down your churches or stab you through the heart. Jihad bells, jihad all the way. Oh, what fun with a knife or gun, a Christian guy to slay. Oh, jihad bells coming up your way. Oh, what fun, look what we've done from Paris to Norway. The Saudis, yes, my friend, they lead us in the trend to flog you if you're Christian, lock you up until the end. No Bible, please, no Pope, and you'll comply, we hope. Or otherwise we'll teach you to bungee with no rope. Oh, jihad bells, jihad all the way. Oh, what fun with a knife or gun, a Christian guy to slay. Oh, jihad bells coming up your way. Oh, what fun, look what we've done from Paris to Norway. In Egypt, don't you try converting on this lie. In Tehran, it's simple, they stone you till you die. The Sudanese, the brave, there if you misbehave and practice Christianity, they sell you as a slave. Jihad bells, jihad all the way. Oh, what fun with a knife or gun, a Christian guy to slay. Jihad bells coming up your way. Oh, what fun, look what we've done from Paris to Norway. Somalia, they have class, they'll burn you very fast. In Gaza, if you're Christian, you'd better pray your last. Now here in the PA, Bethlehem where you pray, it used to be a Christian town, we drove them all away. Oh, jihad bells, jihad all the way. Oh, what fun with a bomb or gun, bad Christian blown away. Jihad bells coming up your way. Oh, what fun when we are done from Moscow to LA.
Is your terror cell living in terror?
Now this word from the New York Times to jihadists everywhere.
Is your safe house not that safe? If you want your sleeper cell to sleep safely, read the New York Times.
Jihadists everywhere depend on the New York Times.
I saved my sleeper cell thanks to the New York Times.
For information you can't get anywhere else.
Did you know your phone calls are traced? Did you know your money transfers are being intercepted?
Now, thanks to the New York Times, you will be safe and secure.
I rerouted my terror funds thanks to it. We offer at the New York Times quantity discounts for large terror cells, educational discounts for madrasas and terrorist training camps. Read the New York Times and your sleeper cell can sleep safely.
Even in the deepest, darkest cave, you'll be the first to get inside knowledge of what the infidels have in mind to wipe you out.
New York Times, The Infidels' Jihad Journal.
For most people, the funeral of a loved one is to be attended with dignity and respect. But not for these guys. Jimmy Carter, Ted Kennedy, Bill and Hillary Clinton, and the Reverend Lowry are the Funeral Crashers.
Hello? Oh. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. So I guess you'd like for me to say a few words then? Okay. I'll be there.
Guys, you are never gonna believe who kicked the bucket. Jimmy, wake Ted up. This is gonna be the biggest funeral of the year.
Unable to draw a crowd on their own, they seek out any funeral they can to promote their agenda. What better time to bash Bush?
We know now there were no weapons of mass destruction over there.
Secret government wiretapping.
Or attempt to clean up the family image.
I had the honor of working with her on the landmark legislation to make the birthday of her husband a national holiday.
Even run for president.
Leadership is something that many who are called refuse to accept.
And if there's enough time left, they might even mention the deceased.
I don't want us to forget that there's a woman in there.
Oh no, I can't remember her name. Maybe nobody will notice.
6 hours later, and they're just getting started.
Lot was unbelievable. Yeah, we're on a roll. Hey, let's look in the obits.
The Funeral Crashers, coming to a memorial service near you.
Come on, boys. There's votes in them caskets.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Hey, lovelies, we're back. No, we've got a good stream here, so it's not our end if you're getting buffering. I can see the bandwidth. I've got it all on metering and everything, so I can see what's going on. Jihad bells. How good is that? That's quite old, actually. It's like not a new thing. So how you doing, guys? What's going on in the chat? You're all talking about, I think 5x5 says Mikey, fine in Birmingham, you're welcome, no way. So what's on your mind? What's your biggest stories of 2018, guys? What's going on?
Can I actually bring up something, Rick?
Yeah, go for it.
A little earlier in our chat, Jane mentioned something regarding mental illness. And this is a big thing of mine because I've watched it destroy a couple of family members. I've watched it kill a couple of friends. And once again, this is what I'm finding about sites like yours and Discord, because I find a lot of people, their biggest problem is having an outlet or having someone willing to sit there and listen to them. Because I've seen a lot of this over the last couple of years, last year in Discord alone, just like people coming in, and I feel they go down rabbit holes just to get out of, I don't know, it's almost like a cover in a way, like us people, because we're so frustrated, I feel, and so emburdened with life and just trying to survive. I feel that's what's contributing to the mental illness in our society at the moment. And once again, this is why we need to get them on Discord. We've got to give people places to vent, because their other expression is like drugs or just different avenues that aren't really working. That's why we've got such a big pill problem amongst our mental ill patients. Even in my own country, like I remember this was a big deal probably about 10 years ago, where they just started cutting down, like closing down all the mental hospitals and things like that. Next minute, they were all just living on the streets and things like that. And to this day, it's still a big problem. So once again, we've got to rally around. We've got to give people support and the love they need just to get through these times, because I find once you get to express yourself and get it off your chest, it's a lot easier to cope with it. It's just getting over that first hurdle.
Absolutely. Right, we're struggling. So if you're getting buffering now, I'm watching the bandwidth go up and down. So we're having troubles with the internet. And I think that comment, hi James, I didn't say hello to Jane if you're still with us. Hey Bullrock, that's quite a good comment from Bullrock. It's like an inverted whack-a-mole with the truth. It kind of is, isn't it? It's far out. And that clip of Jihad Bells is on Latsma TV. Thank you, so what? Anne Barnes says Mikey 2019 is going to be a tough year. LBC, people escaping reality due to the worry and fear pushing on us by governments. Absolutely, LCB. Elizabeth Taylor, it's got to be part of the plan. My goodness, they are force feeding the drugs to the kids. They are. I've heard some hideous. So hey Jane, Mikey B, no one said it was going to be easy, Anne, and care in the community doesn't work for mentally ill people, says Mandy. Right, you lovelies. On that comment of Jane, I think is a great comment, and it's open for discussion in the fact that because of mental health, well, the problem is mental health is also environment based. So I'm not going to get too clinical on you, but a lot of you know I've got a medical background as well. So here's an example, right, of how you gauge mental health. Mental health is the basic first look that you take a look at is functionality, basic functionality. Okay, can you function in society? Well, you got two things there, haven't you? You got the individual that is allegedly got mental health issues, but you've got the environment they live in. So let's say you, whoever, didn't have mental health issues and you wasn't stressed by life's everyday grind. Let's say that was the case. But I picked you up and put you in the middle of, I don't know, Egypt. or the middle of Africa, suddenly you would have more stress that could create mental health issues, isn't it? So mental health is also very much related to environment. And we are seeing a massive change in environment. So that is leaning towards your comment, Jane, your implication of, is it because people are getting red pilled that they're struggling with mental health? Well, I can't answer that. Because what I can bring to the table is mental health has two places it lives, in the environment and within the person. So if you made everything hunky-dory for that person to be able to function, basically you do this for them, you see that that's done for them, their stress levels would go back down, because anxiety is a survival mechanism, isn't it? It has a purpose. It's when it's being triggered a lot that gives that person mental health. So if you take away those challenges of an environment, their mental health would start to lift. It's kind of, oh, right, I don't have to do that anymore, and I don't have to do that. So there's something to bear in mind with mental health. The environment is very much a part of it. And there's one thing I think we do know is they've changed the environment. They are moving the fabric of society, i.e. patriotism, national identity. You've got that issue going on. They're messing with that. You know, if you don't feel patriotic towards your country, how are they going to get people to fight in the armies and stuff? And of course, the likes of the UN are going to say, well, we're going to abolish all that. It's all going to be one happy world together. And you've got all those things going on. What else have we got? Lee, I love it. Ha ha. Love what? Let me get that back there. It's okay. Sorry, that's out of context. Stuart Walker, someone is jamming you. People staying indoors due to growing violence in society is causing depression. Good comment, LCB. Noddy, hey Noddy, spread the love. The love doctor's in the house. Mandy Mosley, Ritalin is a dangerous drug for children with, what does that say? Oh, ADHD. Oh, it's gone off screen. Sorry, darling. Hugh Jasper, Ria Bow, you should play Tom Petty. Quit jamming me, laughing out loud. Oh, is it bad, is it? If it's bad, I'll shut it down and we'll just meet up next Sunday, right? Mikey B, joining the dots and seeing the picture is not good for everyone. That's a fact, isn't it? A reality check is that kind of thing, isn't it? It's going past too soon now. Joy Ambrose, I think a lot of the issues are brainwashing and indoctrination. It's gone off screen, sorry. Has it gone off screen? Yeah, it's gone. Oh no, indoctrination by the media, etc. Believing certain behaviours are acceptable. It's a lot to do with control of the masses. I agree with that, Joy. And Jane says, on the teaching degree, 15 years, they were pushing for academics with on-site psychiatric kids. Gone off screen. Sorry, darling, it's gone. Powder. Correction from earlier with the li-fi here. What is that? The li-fi. I don't understand what that is, Powder. Sorry, I'm sort of trying with it. I can't click that link, sweetie. Otherwise, yeah, I can't click that link. JBGA 100%. US has a terrible high suicide rate. So does the UK. Joss Ambrose, Sunday Long Live and Discord equals counter depression. It does. Yeah, we kind of do therapy on Fridays, it turns out. And it is funny to listen to, I tell you. Stockport Andy, no buffering, it's fine. Noddy, sharing the love, hope, love you all. Oh, some big love in from the love doctor, who is Noddy. Night and Day Plumbing Solutions. Stuart, the buffering might be local to you. I'm getting good stream while I'm here. Maybe a refresh might sort it out for you. Stuart Walker Rear, love you, but please be careful. Yeah, it's sort of... I feel as though we've taken a knife to a gunfight and we need to find a solution to this because I want to level the playing field. Robbie says, I hear voices. Hello, Ria. Hello, Robbie. What else have we got? No way. Many gentler souls find it hard to hear what we know. We need to be strong if we have it in us. We do have it in us, no way. We definitely do. Mine is fine, 100%. Atopia, how are you doing? Stream is fine, but my dogs are going nuts at the cats outside. Josh Powder, post it in the Discord main chat if you're in Discord. That's a good idea. Thank you, Josh Joy. Hi, Robbie. Lifey is wifey using light. Hugh Jazz, thank you, Hugh. That sort of, I can sort of get my head around that a little bit more. Yeah, it's, for me, you know, it's a pretty unarguable fact. Well, no, maybe that's not true, but we are many and they are few. So we need to, the one thing we do and can do is raise awareness to new people. I put challenges out there. Look, there's 2 going on right now, right? One, with your phone, walk up to people and say, hi, I'm from Sunday Long Live Radio and I'd like to ask you, and ask them what you want. Do you know what I mean? Get a 60-second clip and we'll play it. And the other one is, I've started a website, and people in TV like a glossy website. It's like the shop window, isn't it? So with that, I've said to people, because for people that don't know, we have a great chat room. It's quite for non-techies, it's a bit high tech, but you'll get help when you get there. And with that, you'll be led into other servers that have other specific interests. So it's like the front door into another world. And we need to lead those people in. And the Discord being a first step is a big ask. But getting them over to the website is nice and glossy and regular, and people get that. So from the website, they can start to move in. Silo, your comments.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was in there sorting out that posting that Powder sent us. Yeah, well, I lost my train of thought there. Sorry, darling.
Okay, so
you're talking about the Discord and how it's good for our sanity, because I find that myself, even just having people that are willing to listen to you. And there's people in here that know, like Sarah. She's one of the people that back in the day that was willing to sit there and listen to myself and others. And I was surprised at how much that was healing for myself, as well as watching it and how I'm watching it help others. And it was so easy, and it didn't cost us anything bar a bit of time, which in return you're getting great stories from people's lives from around the world. I'm sure we're all doing it hard, but it also helps you see where you are on the scale of doing it hard, because like everyone thinks they're doing it hard and we're all alone and why poor old me. And then after a while, hearing a few stories from other people, we're all doing it hard, and we're all bonding together, and that hardness is what we find is actually a bonus. That's what I'm starting to see. Like without it, we wouldn't be able to do half the things we do. Even myself, like I'm quite a shy person. Like I've spent most of my life in the bush and out in the country. It's like the last person I thought I'd ever be is someone talking on a YouTube channel. But once again, that's the power of Discord.
Right, just to clear that up, we are very much not just YouTube anymore. We're streaming across about 14 video platforms, and we've just hooked in remotely to a bunch of radio stations around the world as well. So it's not just YouTube. I know the face of it is kind of YouTube, but it's very much not that, I must say. This has a far bigger reach than people see on YouTube, a way bigger reach, as it were. I get all the messages in from different kind of platforms. Bullrock says the gateway to Narnia. Maybe that's what it needs. It needs billing up, but we do need reaching new people to help the cause, to raise the awareness of the many, because then we can start to sort of push back and maybe do something about it. And that's what we're trying to build here. You'll see a link to the website in the main chat there. If you're interested in coming into our chat room, visit that website and you'll see a link to our chat room, and you can access via that way. That website has it all on there. Although it's simple and glossy, it does what you need it to do. Powder says night night. And Lindsay, hey Lindsay, how are you doing? Who's going? Mixie, night Mixie, sleep well darling. Enoch, oh god, trams and I think they're drugs. That's gone off screen. Joss Ambrose, Rhea, could you post Discord link? Yeah, it's inside the website, Joss. So rather than me posting the Discord link, I'm posting the website link because it's all there. We now have a website. I know it's a bit weird, isn't it? Powder. No, Silo said they used to be shy, laughing out loud. Mandy, Joy Ambrose, I have just come off, I don't know what that is, oxycontin. It took me 16 months. Wow. Is that like a morphine-based one? I don't know. No way. Where we go, one, where we go, all from Mikey B. So what? Not Wix. I meant Discord. So what? Yeah, but the link's inside it, darling. So if you go to the website, you'll see a button that takes you to the chat room. Is that adding up? All sorted, said Joss. No way, Mandy. Well done. London goes under. I use silver as a healer for illness. That has been going on throughout time, isn't it? Joy Ambrose. I know I can't really say that. Used to be used as an anti-D. Doctor, keep wanting me on antidepressants. Not going to happen. No, absolutely. Stockport Andy. What the website again, Rhea? I'll put it in there. PK, watch out for the antibiotics that destroy your immune. Real pain. Huge ass heroin base. Wow. Thank you, Hugh. Elizabeth Taylor. Joy Ambrose. Excuse me. They had me on tramadol. Oh, going on meds. Cousin, I need new hips. But they are a respiratory and cardiac depressant. All really bad for the old folk. God, sounds like it, doesn't it? I'll put the link in again. Again, in the website, you'll find the links to the chat rooms. You can help support Sunday Long Live as we try and build it and raise awareness. You can join the therapy group on a Friday that was called a lock-in, but now it's a combination of a lock-in and therapy. This is absolutely hilarious. I've got to say, oh yeah, works for it. I am new to Discord. No worries. So what? You'll get support. Silo, your comments.
Yeah, well, I've been reading the comments as they're going past, and what I feel they're doing, right, the medical industry and the pill industry, they're flogging us heaps of pills, and that's been working for how many, like couple of hundred years now. And I feel they're going to start to evolve over this next year or two. And what they're going to do is, we know they've got the technology where they can fix our DNA and fix the talent on the end of our DNA chain and prolong and stop aging and reverse aging, and they've got all these kind of technologies available for people with money. And what this guy was saying the other day when I was looking into this is that that's what their plan is they're going to sell us time. So if they can guarantee an extra 50 years on your life, how much are you willing to pay for that? And they reckon that at the moment they can drag it out for 150 to 200 years quite comfortably. And I'm pretty sure if you had enough money, you could probably drag it out more. But that's the theory he was going down, the road he reckons our future is.
Yeah, God, the future, that's kind of scary, isn't it? The Discord is fantastic, says Stuart. It is fantastic. And we're just building it. So we're coming at it. I don't just do one move. I do it like a chess game. I'm moving lots of different pieces at once. So we can support, so people don't feel alone in their views. And I mean, obviously people can go on to the likes of YouTube and God knows where else and see that people share their point of view, but you actually get to talk. This is not a tippity-tappity thing. This is a real thing to support people that might need that support, you know. It's a Friday lock-in like it was in a pub back in the day. You do what you do to make you happy, but there's people to actually talk to, and you don't have to go anywhere. You're not at harm's way. You don't have to drink and drive, none of that stuff. Friday lock-in, and it is really good fun. So check that out. And the website that I've just done are for people that are not used to the world of internet, and they do clicky TVs, and you ask them about the internet and they go, why do people want to post their stuff on Facebook, what they're doing? That lot there, we're trying to get to that lot there. And to do it, for me to build out the radio station, we need a bit of help with funding. So by funding this, I can start to compete, we can start to compete, you know. Otherwise, if we just sit back, it's not going to happen. It's just going to end up as an echo chamber that never breaks out. Just bear that in mind. I want to play another song for you guys. I hope you're having a lovely day. I'm going to keep it upbeat, and I love this song, and I'm sure you will. I mean, it'd be hard not to love it, and that's Rod Stewart, Maggie May.
you amused, but I feel I'm being used. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You led me away from home just to save you from being alone. You stole my heart, and that's what really hurts. The morning sun, when it's in your face, really shows your age. But that don't worry me none. In my eyes, you're everything. I laughed at all of your jokes. My love, you didn't need to coax. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You led me away from home just to save you from being alone. You stole my soul, and that's a pain I can do without. All I needed was a friend to lend a guiding hand. But you turned into a lover and mother. What a lover, you wore me out. All you did was wreck my bed, and in the morning kick me in the head. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You led me away from home 'cause you didn't want to be alone. You stole my heart, I couldn't leave you if I tried. I suppose I could collect my books and get on back to school, or find myself a rock and roll band that needs a helping hand. Oh, Maggie, I wished I'd never seen your face. You made a first-class fool out of me, but I'm as blind as a fool can be. You stole my heart, but I love you anyway.
Number one means you're always on top. Your number one radio.
Takes to the sky like a bird
online radio that makes you happy.
We make you happy. Hey, this is Rhea Bow with Silo on Sunday Long Live Radio. Is Sunday, is long, and is live. And we're hanging out with some lovelies in the chat. I'm loving your comments as I watch it go round. Anybody having trouble with our chat room, you'll get help. Be patient, okay? Because when you land there, you'll be in quarantine until you get a message. Why? Because these things can get raided, and we really value the people in there, you know, so we don't want idiots in there, as it were, just ploughing in, because it's open to anybody. So when people first get in there, they will land in quarantine, and then someone will message you, and they're just going to ask you a few questions to see if you're the right fit for our chat room, because the chat room has a great value and is a great contributor for us to stay in touch with each other when I'm not on air. So you guys, and I learned so much from listening, I can't tell you. It's a very important thing, and it's well precious. So that's why there's a quarantine status coming up. So if you're having problems, once you get in the chat room, if you're lost, message one of the admin. Big up the admin, Night and Day, Noddy, Mr. Scabby Pants, Nanon. They'll help you, you know. So Don't, if you do feel lost, you won't feel lost for very long. Your comments on how beneficial Discord has been to you, Silo, after I've just given a special thank you to people that support us, the Ambrose Tribe, Stuart Walker, Bullrock, the admin that help us out. They're all contributing, which is, I couldn't do this without them. Do you know what I mean? It's just as simple as that. So if you'd like to get on board, you can contribute for as minimum as $1 a week or 78 pence sterling a week. It's as simple as that to help build this up, so you're part of getting this message out there and the value that this brings to the people around us. Silo, your comments on Discord and what a difference it's made to you.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable, Dan. Like, I was just, like most people, probably started out just growing up watching mainstream TV, and then even when computers come around, like, remember the old dial tones, took half an hour to get on there, and you're getting on there and you're looking up a couple of things and watching a couple of YouTube clips. Did that for years. And I was watching my kids evolve and the computers evolve, and then I found Discord. It's almost like it was designed for these gamer kids, but it was made so simple and so easy to use that us older generation have come along and gone, oh, wait up, this is more like it. And that's what I've found. It's very educational. All you need to do is find your little niche group and just throw a question out there. 5 minutes later, you're surprised. It's better than anything else I've ever come across, really. The fact that you can interact, you can start up a YouTube channel, you can start up your own little groups, you can deep dive down rabbit holes in big bunches of you. You no longer have to be alone. That's the biggest thing about it. Like, that's what I found. It's all us whole rabbit hole hunters. We were down them for years, and even then we'd find stuff, and what were we doing? We're sticking our head out of the hole, waving this bit of information around, and it just got lost in the ether. And now all that information's all gathering and coming and being put into formulas where it can be effective, like like on Patriot soapbox and that, with the Americans all backing Trump. If it wasn't for Discord, I don't feel he would have had half the support he would have had, because they were closing down all the people that were speaking the truth, shall we say. And if it wasn't for Discord, and a lot of truth come out of that server over that time, he was, especially in the beginning when he first got in, like the mainstream media were saying things, and we're going, well, wait up, there's a whole different layer to this, and this is actually what's going on. And if it wasn't for Discord, I would have been just another one of the ones believing what I was being told. It's just opened my eyes, and I'm pretty sure half the people in here are feeling the same as well.
Absolutely. I think the key thing to bear in mind with the chat room is it's chat. It's not, you can post links and do all you want, and there's news categories, you know, current news, political news, financial news, you name it, gossip, ranting, chat. There's all sorts going on. It's a little bit technical for some, given, but you're going to get lots of help when you get there. And then once we know what your flavour is, hey Gray, how you doing? Then we can pass you on to other servers that specialize, you know, some are spiritual, some are entirely Q-based, some are just hangouts, and they're great people, you know, but you can actually talk to them as opposed to view what people post, and you're profiling somebody from their posts. You get a voice, you get to speak with someone. And I think for people, particularly, this is like, it's big for me because I've tried to do it locally as well. For older people that are knocking on the door of loneliness, I think it's massive. I think it is such a valuable thing. And I've been trying to roll it out locally and not had much success. So for me, it's an enormous value. To extract value and leverage this technical ability is huge. So on one hand, it gives us this, we get to meet new people from different parts of the world. And on the other hand, we have the problem with technocracy. So it definitely is a double-edged sword. I'm going to take some of your comments here. LCB, I'm stuck trying to find my blind 60-year-old... Oh, it's gone off screen. Sorry, darling. That one's gone. What else have we got? Learn, share the facts you have found, brother. I think that's a comment to you, Silo. Joss, we all did. Joy, yeah, Friday. We're on about Friday, aren't you? Friday was quite funny, I've got to say. Gray Anon at Silo. If it wasn't for Discord, I would have never... Oh, it's gone. I would never knew... how you rode that electric skateboard into the rabbit holes. So we got some Sunday sarcasm. I love that, Gray. Enoch, I just pictured Silo spiraling down a rabbit hole in the skateboard. Stuart Walker, did not offend, just drunk. Stuart, you was fine, I'm sure. Everybody had been sort of... It was funny, I'll tell you. It was definitely funny. No way, says Discord has brought all the researchers together out of the wilderness. Amen to that, sister. Learn, share. Still patiently awaiting live feed from Skate About. Okay, so you're under pressure there, Silo. You can get that in a minute. Grey on Rehoboth. It brought me here, love. It did bring you here, didn't it? And it brought me to you guys as well. It's like an amazing thing, isn't it? And for people like in Facebook world, they've probably never heard of it and just write it off as a gamer's platform. It's way more than that. Enoch, I even, if I did offend, I claim innocence based on reduced capability and responsibility. You mean not fit for purpose? Mikey B, double-edged sword, yeah. Stuart Walker Rear, you're welcome. Thank you, Stuart. I'm just going to call you a Jabja. We love at Silo and at Rear in Discord. Oh, some love going on in the chat. Thank you, Sarah. Powder. God brought me to Q, PSB, YouTube and Discord. Job is done. I'm out. Stockport Andy, I met Noddy and Enoch on Discord. Great people, says Stockport Andy. LCB, I'm stuck trying to find my 60-year-old mum. Things to entertain her mind. The country is too violent now. I can't leave her to go off. Oh, bless you. Out and about without a guide dog like she did when I was little. Yeah, I guess it's payback time, isn't it? Stuart Walker, people are lovely. People are lovely. Silo, your comments.
Yeah, LCB, get your mum on Discord. And come to think of it, it's more educational than when I was at school, I found. Like the fact that I've watched people put in like 12 to 16 hours of deep researching, looking through hours of Twitter feeds from different people just to try and find a snippet of information. And I'm thinking to myself when I'm watching this, it's like, who else could ever get anyone to volunteer that many hours? Like, and this is day in, day out sometimes, especially like, we got this lady called Retired Debt. She's an ex-prison officer, an ex-police officer, and her main thing is hunting down pedophiles. And I've never seen anyone so vigilant at it. And she'll spend days and hours, and everything she finds, and she makes sure that it's all recorded and dated. And it's just little people like that have an area, and it's like that's not wasted. With Discord, whatever you put out there, people, if it's got an incident, it'll collect up onto that and it'll join into here, and you'd be surprised, and it's just blows me away sometimes. And I feel there's a lot of there's someone watching over it as well. Like, I can't understand why it hasn't been taken down like they've been doing with Discord, with YouTube and Facebook and things like that. And the other thing I have noticed, not once in the year I've been on there have I seen a picture of someone's meal. And that to me is a blessing in itself.
Absolutely. So look, how much positivity do you need to extract value from technical platforms? Like I said, the downside is it could be more user friendly, but what it was designed for are people that are quite techie. But you will get a ton of help when you get in there. You won't be on your own, I promise you that. And you'll be plugging into the radio station, the scheduling, what's going on. We all get to stay in touch, right? And just talk to people. I just think it's absolutely fabulous. You know, people approach me with these ideas and I ask them what the USP is. Because social platforms have split in so many directions, haven't they? And people favour different ones for different reasons. But none of them have the USP of voice chat, group voice chat. You can get 2, 5, 10, 20, loads of people in the voice chat so they can catch up with each other. And we have the Friday lock-in, which is turning into a therapy session with the aid of booze. And it is enormously funny, I've got to say. I was really falling about laughing. All right, guys, we're going to take another tune. I'm going to make a coffee. You're listening to Rhea Barnes, Sunday Long Live Radio. Sunday is long, it's live. Hanging out with some lovelies in the chat. Many minds are better than one. I'm going to take you into a tune that I absolutely love. And while we're seeing it now, on the message of seeing it clearly, I'm going to play you I Can See Clearly Now.
Gone over dark clouds that had me blind.
online radio that makes you happy.
Hey, and we're back. How you doing? This is Rhea Bowen, Sunday Long Live Radio. It's Sunday is long and it's live. Hanging out with some good people with my co-host Silo down in Perth. I want to welcome the new radio listeners because we're now plugging in remotely to God knows where. It's like a porthole into around the world. So if you're just on audio, welcome, my friends. We're here always on a Sunday. This is where you'll find us. And unfortunately, you can't see the link because you're just on audio, but I'm going to drop the link into the website and would appreciate the support as I build this thing out. And we're going to take a look at the 10 things that Trump did, maybe behind the scenes, that you didn't notice. I'm just getting a screen up here for you to see, and I'll take Silo's comments as well. So I'll try and talk the people through on audio because you can't see this wherever you're from. And we're going to start off with the headline is, on Al Jazeera, another state-run outfit, 10 things the Trump administration did in 2018 that you may have missed. I'm guessing you haven't missed it, but we'll cover it anyway, right? From limiting the number of refugees welcomed to the US to cutting aid to Pakistan, here are some things Trump did in 2018 that you may have missed. Right, here we go. Here's the first one. 1. Fewer refugees. In 2018, fewer refugees made it into the US than any time during the previous 40 years. That's because the Trump administration followed a campaign promise to cap the number of people coming into the United States. So we've got some more stats there. The move follows remarks that President made throughout 2018 aimed at immigrants and refugees in one closed-door White House meeting, according to a Washington Post and Democratic Senator Dick Turpin. Dick Turpin. Nice. Stand and deliver. Dick Turpin. Trump referred to Haiti, African countries and some Latin American countries as poo holes and wondered aloud why the US was letting anyone in from those regions, which leads us to the wall, and they're currently in the shutdown. And he is still trying to do this. Silo, your thoughts?
Yeah, Don, I was just jotting down my own little list while you were going through your list. He's survived a couple of assassinations. I'm pretty sure the mainstream won't mention that. And he still holds the title for King of Trolls. There are a couple I've come up with so far.
Okay, and your thoughts on the wall. Do you think he's going to get it Do you think he's going to do a deal with the Democrats?
No, the wall will be built. It's all the Democrats. I don't even know. He's letting them destroy themselves in a way. That's what I'm watching. Like, as much as they're screaming, like his odd tweets are just saying it blatantly. These people are not loving America. And that's what he's been saying.
Absolutely. Their ploys. Okay, I've got it. Okay, so someone else is handling that. Let me get some comments. Yeah, I think we need to buckle up for 2019. It's going to be a white knuckle ride. Elizabeth Taylor, I agree with you, darling. I do. I completely agree, particularly financially as well. Mikey B, Powder, if you got nothing else to do, all right, that's out of context. Powder, God damn it, there is a little company here that made Agent Orange for the Vietnamese War. Yeah, that's Monsanto, isn't it? Oh, we've got Monsanto below that. Dick Harper Durpin. Okay, Mikey B, Powder, you better be a... What's that? Powder, you better be a lady. She is a lady, darling. God damn it. Made it smell like peaches or some other fruit. God, this is all out of context. Sorry for those on audio. God damn it. They made Agent Orange to smell like peaches or some other fruits. Okay, so I didn't know that. Hey, God damn it. How are you doing? Elizabeth Taylor, LCB UK. I invested in a petrol generator just in case the lights go out. Yeah, I have quite a good one, actually. I have a good backup system. So there you go. There's number one, the refugees. Any further comments on the US having further refugees? Silo.
Yeah, I'm just reading the comments. God damn it, mate. He's talking about Agent Orange making it smell like peaches. Is he talking about the Vietnam War or is he talking about the present?
No,
can you just write that down? God damn it,
he's talking
please?
about the chemical,
because
I think.
that sounds like something they were planning to use on the public.
He's talking about the chemical. You hear?
Yep, no dramas. And
can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yep, gotcha. Powder. I know it's crazy. Yeah, powder was.
Okay, guys, bear with me a second. I've lost Silo, so let me just get him back. I'm trying to connect with him. It's quite a way. It's down in Australia, right? So I'm still trying to do that. Bear with me a second. Right, I'm doing some stunts and trinks in the background. Let me change the screen so I don't bother you with it. I'm going to put it onto the main chat while I get Silo back, okay? Oh, it looks as though we're losing the stream.
Systematic way where it's not affecting the world. Do you know what I mean? Like to destroy everyone and destroy everything and do it on their way out. That was their plan. And it's just because of the plan that is managed to keep everything just chugging along while they're going around fixing all these things. Even those power outages last week in America, like yesterday or the day before, that was a big thing to me, but very little was said about it. And those drones at your airport, that was a big thing to me, but very little was said about it. It's like, I feel things are being done, but we're kept in the dark for a reason.
Absolutely. Silo, can you hear me?
I know I cling to that, and I hope I'm right because I know where we're heading. Sorry, darling, I missed that.
It's not your fault, sweeties. I'm just going to reset the stream. I'm going to play a song and I'll try a reset on the stream on the move, okay? So we've now got buffering problems again. I can see it is our end or it's between you and the rest of it. Oh, it's come back now, look. Right, we'll just stick with it. So Silo, just to keep you up to speed, they didn't hear a lot of what you just said. So I'm sorry about that, but we lost the stream. But it's now bucking back. It's now coming back. Okay, back again, says Joy. Thank you, Joy. You're a star. So, Silo, you need to sort of do some of that again if you can hear me okay?
Yeah, fine, darling. And I was on a bit of a tangent about, I don't know, I was trying to convince Powder not to give up hope. And when I had that buffering and I sat back, I was actually trying to convince myself maybe. But once again, all I've seen, and it's... Since Trump got in, I've had this weight lifted off my chest. I felt like I could breathe again, and I could unpack my swag. I didn't have to go and just dart back out in the bush. I don't know. This is just how I felt living the other side of the world, just from Trump getting into power. And I've seen him do nothing over the last 2 years to think that he is not going to achieve what I feel that the world needs to do to evolve into the future that we all know we can have. Does that make sense, everyone?
I think it makes perfect sense. Right, let's get the chat because we lost the stream there for a bit. Actually, my chat looks different. I don't know what's happened there. Okay, we're back. All good again. Eddie is gone. Enoch, Eddie, remind me. Who's Eddie? Eddie is, okay, gone silent. LCB, I don't know who Eddie is. Okay, let's take another Trump one. You got most of it out there, and for those, I don't feel that sense of giving up whatsoever. I'm just getting started, you know. I'm just getting started. My problem is not feeling under pressure. My issue is being able to pay for it to do it. That's why we're looking for support from you guys, as anything helps, you know, for me to push this forward. Otherwise, I don't want to go into the weeds having not spent a buck or two, you know. So that's probably where my take in it is on it as well. Okay, let's take number 2. Let me take it up on screen here for you guys. So number 2, Trump cuts Pakistan aid. In a New Year's Day tweet, Trump took aim at Pakistan, arguing the United States has foolishly given Pakistan more than $33 billion in aid over the last 15 years. He vowed that would end And it did. In September, during the Labor Day holiday, military assistance to Pakistan ended. The $300 million, according to the Pentagon spokesman, would be reprogrammed for other urgent priorities. The US military has accused Pakistan of giving safe haven to groups that target US soldiers in Afghanistan. Islamabad has persistently denied the charges, even though the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden was killed by US forces in Abbottabad in 2011, less than a mile from the Pakistani military training academy. What do you think? Do you think that was a good move, Silo?
Yeah, I do, Darren. And I think this is the wash of that guy, that reporter being killed. Was it by the Saudis or something? And I think it was in the Pakistani embassy or in Pakistan or something, wasn't it? Wasn't that about a month ago?
That was in Turkey.
I just feel that's... Yeah, this is just the wash from that, because I feel that once again, it's these dark forces that are behind everything. Like, they've only got to be the top 1% of all these companies or these different organizations to have an influence. It's like, we're not talking about the people that work in all these embassies and that. It's just these people that use it for nefarious reasons.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, let's move on to another one then. So just to be clear, Khashoggi was offed in the Saudi embassy in Turkey, and it's still going on, which is amazingly enough. We've heard lots about Khashoggi, but not too much about all the genocide that's going on in Yemen, which is like, wow, full on. Right, let's go to number 3. Possible sexual assault rule change. In November, while Washington, D.C. was distracted with Jim Acosta's White House credentials and the Russian investigation, Russia, Trump's education secretary, Betsy DeVos, issued a Friday proposal to alter the rules when it comes to how sexual assault and harassment are handled in school campuses. This is quite damning, isn't it? Although DeVos said the changes were designed to make reporting more transparent, consistent and reliable in the process of outcome, groups advocating on behalf of sexual assault survivors described it as an attempt to give power to the accused and less to the legal burden on schools. One controversial provision allows the person who is accused to cross-examine the accuser through representative. If these draft rules become law, said Sage Carson, manager known for Title, I don't know what that is, IX, more survivors will be forced out of school by harassment, assault, and their schools indifferent to the complaints. I won't roll that out there unless